it's Dr. Erin here, one of the good doctors of Abbey Research, and it is Wednesday, March 18th, and I'm here with today's Good Doctors Diagnose. Normally on Wednesday we do a pop culture related Good Doctors Diagnose, but given the rapidly changing events unfolding in the United States and around the world with the coronavirus pandemic, we're shifting course here at Abbey Research to be as helpful as we can and shifting course in today's Good Doctors Diagnose. If you would like to hear my thoughts on the cultural trauma of Irish stereotypes, you can message me on YouTube and I'll be happy to share them with you offline. But what I want to talk about today really briefly are some tips for managing introverts and extroverts while working remotely. One of the biggest shifts we're seeing culturally in the workplace over the last week or so is this huge push towards working remotely. We're seeing about 1 in 5 people who will begin working remotely or who are working remotely in the coming weeks as we try and deal with this public health crisis. And as an introvert who works remotely anyway, this isn't necessarily a big deal for me. But I wanted to use a couple minutes here to talk about some of the key differences between your employees that are introverted or extroverted and how they will and won't be okay with this new changing landscape of remote working. So it is National Introvert Week as well. So as an introvert, working remotely generally suits our personality trait and disposition because we can control the environment that is around us, the lighting, the sound, the level of stimulation and the frequency of interruption. Having a lot of control over that external environment is very helpful for introverts. We generally tend to work best in isolation or on projects one at a time without a lot of group work and group interaction. So check in with your office introverts that are working remotely. Make sure that they have all the tools that they need. We'll provide some links below for some helpful resources we've found in the last week in terms of technology that you can use for working at home, the importance of setting a routine and how you can manage balancing your work life and your home life now that they're in the same place. But really, it's important for managers and leaders to understand the impact working remotely can have on your extroverted employees and colleagues. Extroverts gain energy through interacting with other people and through varying forms of stimulation, which is really, really key. So they, to use an Irishism, they buzz off of group meetings and group projects. They gain energy and motivation and excitement from being stimulated and being engaged. And so working from home can become very challenging for extroverted colleagues who seek out busy work environments as a part of their chosen career path because they know that's where they thrive and feel most comfortable and feel most productive. So think about ways that you can create those levels of stimulation, whether it's setting up, bi-weekly group meetings on Zoom, which is a great platform for video conferencing and video meetings, checking in with them and having conversations, and making sure that, you're seeing them or speaking to them at least once a day, if possible, to ensure that they're getting engagement and getting stimulation as well. And make sure that they're building in the level of stimulation that they need into their home work routine as well. So whether that's, taking a lunch break and FaceTiming a family member or going for a walk in the neighborhood, as we're all rapidly adjusting to the concept of social distancing and what it means to remove yourself from your social life in a physical, in-person way. This is going to present a lot of challenges going forward for businesses and leaders and managers. So as ever, we're here to help. We have a COVID-19 resources page. We are not medical doctors at all, but we are collating information on OSHA and health and safety rules, advice from the CDC, as well as a lot of information about working from home and working remotely in these vastly changing times. So I'll make sure and put the link in the show notes to our webpage for that, as well as some individual links for some articles that we found helpful. And as ever, reach out to us if we can be of help in any way. And that's everything we have for the Good Doctors Diagnose for this week. We'll be back again on Monday with more Good Doctors Diagnose. And we'll also be hosting weekly webinars for the foreseeable future, kind of tackling some of these bigger issues facing the changing office and working and global landscape. So find us on social media. You can sign up for our research digest below and make sure you are updated on when we're having these webinars. And they might be something to suggest to your staff who are working remotely. They're free, they're 30 minutes, and they might be an interesting or engaging topic or conversation that will hopefully also be helpful to you. So that's everything from Dr. Erin. Stay safe, everybody. Stay home if you can, and we'll see you all next week. Take care.